Hello Star Wars The Old Republic players, and welcome to another news update for the upcoming patch 7.1.1. Yesterday we got brand new information about this patch. First of all, this new patch is coming on the fall of this year. So that means either on October or November we will see the brand new game update 7.1.1. So what is coming with this update? Like I previously mentioned, it will bring us Galactic Seasons 3. In other words, the subscribers' Battle Pass will return, with brand new items and brand new season to grind. They didn't give us too much information about the new season, but they did tell us that the theme of the season is going to be galactic gaming. So that's going to be very interesting. Maybe it's going to be a bit more casino theme. See what type of gaming happens in the world of Star Wars, so that's going to be fun. Also this fall with 7.1.1, we'll have the return of the Feast of Prosperity event. This is a pretty big event that tends to last about a month, similar to the Nightlife event, which already finished for the summer, where it's sort of themed to Thanksgiving, where you're working with the Hutts, trying to prepare these big dinners, create some recipes. That's the whole theme of all the quests. So if you haven't tried it out, this is one of the more recent events that they started doing. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of world buses to grind together with groups, and you can find groups without having to rely on a guild. It's a really great time for players. Another thing they're including on this update is features for the outfitter. One of these features is that they will let you name and favorite outfits. So this will be a way for you to organize better your outfits. Since we have so many slots now, you can now have them named because of the new menu they did for the outfitter, where you see them scrolling from top to bottom all the names. Having them named will be so much easier to navigate which style you have, since at this point many of us have so many outfits on certain characters. Another quality of life change is that they're adding conquest objectives to the non-daily area. The non-daily area is a new area introduced with 7.1, where you can grind new reputation to use on the vendor, but you can also grind gear with these new dailies and weeklies in this Manon area. There's also going to be class balance changes, which I already spoke in my previous video, but I'm still going to post you on the description below the link of the blog about those class balance changes. They're still adjusting a few things here and there, so I would recommend to keep up with that blog post in case you miss any update on changes that they added. Other changes in terms of balancing is that they're going to be improving the operation of R4. They're going to be balancing out some of the bosses. This includes reducing IPCPT's health on veterans so that the PS check isn't as demanding, adjusting the difficulty in the overgrown hallways to be less deadly in story mode, reduce Lady Dominique's health slightly in story mode. Damage from Nigrod is no longer reflectable. Nigrod's suppression grenade should no longer get caught up in the ceiling tentacles. And some issues that some players are experiencing with IPCPT falling into the floor. That's all based on player feedback on improvements for this operation. And of course, they're open for more feedback to keep improving any other situations. Lastly, they're letting us access the Collector's Edition vendor without having to buy the Collector's Edition. Instead, you'll be able to purchase an access pass that can be obtained from the cartel market. Once the item is consumed, it will unlock the ability to speak to the Collector's Edition vendor. And this will work account-wide, so you can access this with all your characters. Some of the things that you can find on this vendor include 7 companion customizations for Ashara, Deshad, Kalijo, Mako, Vet, 5 pieces of the Imperial Trooper armor set, which I know a lot of people out there really want this because this is the main Imperial Trooper set of the game instead of the variant that you can get in the game. For most players, this one is the actual Imperial Trooper one with the right colors and all. There's also 4 die models, 3 pets, 2 statue stronghold decorations, and 1 scanner helmet. I was able to compile these images thanks to SWTOR Fashion, so be sure to check out that website that has pretty much a big chunk of database on all the items that can be found in SWTOR. And that's it for the updates on 7.1.1. Other things of note that are being upgraded outside the game is the official forum will be going through a makeover. They're going to be upgrading the forum, so it's going to have a whole visual overhaul, more organized. They want to make it a lot more accessible, a lot more easier to follow developer posts and things like that. However, if you're worried if a favorite forum post is gonna disappear or anything like that, they're going to transfer everything from the original forum. So you should be able to see the original threads, big pages, posts, all of those should still remain in this brand new layout that is coming for the forum. So stay tuned for that when it releases. I think it's great that they're continuously improving the systems of the game even outside the game, because it shows commitment for a long-term future of the game. Speaking of other changes like that, they also recently were updating the game launcher, specifically affected more those that don't use the Steam version of the game, as the non-Steam version of the game sometimes had issues with the launcher, 8-bit raider, and all that kind of stuff. Hopefully with this new updated launchers, things should look better. Even though it's not like changing in a visual kind of way, it is programmed in a way that should function better for players. Don't forget that this week, the Pirate Incursion event is active, so if you want to participate on that one, don't miss out. And that's it for everything Game Update 7.1.1 that we got updated through the official forum. As always, links below in the description of all the forum posts if you want to read them yourself. And I'll see you next time.